I think like maybe I hope that this happened when Trump come in office or whoever get in office. I hope they script women of their right to vote, bro. No,
2K
I'm
told me that the
serious.
other day in the chat. Mhm.
I'm super serious, bro, because with this new draft shit going on, they not
What
drafting,
drafts? What draft stuff? What are you talking about?
huh?
What is
You
this
ain't
I
see
said
new
that
draft?
you automatically get signed. You don't have to sign up. If you're between 18 and 26, you
26.
automatically in that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
that happens when you register to even vote, though.
No, they had cut
No,
it out.
no. Mm-mm.
They had
I
cut
thought
that
that,
out
that
long
well, maybe
ago.
I don't know. Maybe I aged out. When I registered to vote, I thought that
Even if you're not registered to vote, you
Yeah,
have to
you
be.
automatically from 18 through 26 selective service if you a male.
Look,
So what my thing and my problem is why should women be able to vote for the president who gonna send us to
I
war,
mean that's a
but
point. That's a good point. That's a good
they
point.
not gonna fight the war?
That's a good point.
Oh we.
You know
That's
what I'm
Well,
saying?
Oh
Like,
that's where
we.
the whole but that's where the whole equality thing came in. I was talking to some people the other day and they were like, "Oh, well women need to be able to do this, but they don't send women like into battle. Like they'll be at like, like a station or something." So
uh, mm.
I'm just like, why don't y'all send the feminists to war?
together.
Like all the
Oh
women
No,
that
I
want
shit.
no
peace,
no 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 no. I think that they need
send
to
them.
do it based off of sexuality.
No, I think they should too, but they should also put women in selective service.
I would
I'm
do it based off of sexuality. That's just my own personal preference. I want all of the toughest sassy people out there. That's number
yeah.
one. All the 2K's compadres that watch his fucking show. I want them out there.
War fans, man.
And I think that the first people that should be available to go and serve the country should be prisoners, bro.
Nah, cause
Mm.
they got conventions out there. Like they'll be violating all type of rules, bro. They
That's
be
cool. I think that the first line of defense should be the people that is decided to do crimes in
that
order
ain't
for them to
cool,
get
bro.
reinstated. I think that in
Listen,
order if I was president, right? If I was able to push this type of legislation through, in order for you to get reinstated, because the way that I would implement, see, I got some radical fucking ideas. The way that I would implement rehabilitating people and putting them back into society is forcing them to be a part of the military, and depending on what your sentence is how long you would have to serve in selective services in order for you to be able to get back into society. And it teaches you
Mm.
discipline. It would teach you
Mhm.
how to get along with other people. You would have to meet your term would be served as a member of the armed forces in the military. You would learn different tools, you would learn how to get along with people, you would also develop a skill, and that's the way that you would then earn your place back into society.
So
That's how I
actual
and,
would do it.
rehabilitation.
and
That's
to
Actual
how I
me,
would
like
do it. The first line
you
of
don't get
defense would have to be
hard
people that
head ass niggas guns who know once they get done with this war, they got to go back. These might be the people that jump on the op team and start killing you.
that
Like
is true.
it's way too much
Yeah,
at
everybody
risk. You
start
got these
wilding.
no, I think that there's ways that you can go about
They ain't had no coochie since they fought the war. Now they finna go over there and hit the village and fuck it up.
I think that it's ways that you can go about implementing it, but that I think that is definitely for me. If I was to ever run for office, that would be my talking point, my biggest talking point.
When you on that battlefield, you got the discipline. You got to be disciplined. The reason
mm.
they in jail is because they couldn't follow common instruction.
But that's what rehabilitation is supposed to be for.
The recidivism rate is ridiculous, nigga. Ain't
Like they
nobody getting
getting rehabilitated
rehabilitated.
when they get that pillow put over their head and that ass down.
I mean, that's
He's so
that would be
simple.
my yeah. Go ahead, you can go ahead. Wait. What you got on? What do you have on?
We can't
Yeah,
see it.
you
It's
can go ahead.
blurry.
Yeah, but
No,
imagine
you good.
fighting a war for the country and then coming home to a strong, independent woman. Ugh.
That's what
Like,
they
ugh.
do though.
Nah, that's what I'm
I
saying. That's
think
what
I think that it solves multiple different problems, bro. We spend too much money as a federal government feeding, clothing per prisoner. I think it's somewhere up to almost like $70,000 a year per prisoner in order to have them as a part of
Mm-hmm.
that prison industrial, system. They don't add any
Damn.
value to society. I think that it's a way for us to eliminate costs, actually truly start to figure out what rehabilitation looks like,
Mm.
minimize the amount of money that we have to spend on military. As far as because the military is a part of the biggest. That's the big one of the biggest line items in a budget. And then it actually gives them purpose and incentivizes them to get back into society, and it prevents them from feeling like going into prison is a party because their cousins is there. No, you got to serve.
Well,
You got
I
to
see.
serve.
I think they be inflating a lot of them numbers, Anton, because
It's not,
my
bro.
granddad, my granddad just got out the feds probably like a couple years ago, and so there when they work, they was getting paid 10 cents a day.
Correct.
So like you can't tell me that this hard ass steel bed and this weak ass prison food costs 3,000 a prisoner a month. I just think that's
Well,
how
it
they do.
does. And the reason that it does is because the true cost is not just based off of what it takes to feed or clothe the prisoner. It's how many
The
people are
prison
in the prisons,
guards
the
and all
prison
that.
guards in
Mm-hmm.
order to police them. It's the facility maintenance,
The
it's the
electric,
warden,
all that.
it's the
Mm-hmm.
electricity, it's all of the costs combined. So when you take the total cost and you divide it by the amount of prisoners in order to, that you have to continue to house, and then you also got the court system, legal fees, jails, judges, all of this stuff. It then comes out to like $70,000 per prisoner.
But okay,
I
if
just
that
think
prisoner made you a 10
Damn.
cent, if the prisoner made you a 10 cent tag, and then you turn around and charge me 3,000 for the tag, you up.
No, the taxpayers are the ones that's paying for it. The money is just being wasted, but it's not really being used or leveraged for rehabilitation. It's just being used to
mm-hmm.
continue to keep them contained.
Okay.
So we spending all of this money continuing to maintain, build, hire, help, clothe, feed, all of this stuff, but we're not getting anything in return for that money.
But you know what,
That's the
Anton? I
problem.
think I think the problem overall with our prison system is that we don't never mean what we say, right? Like when I go over to Dubai, right? You can leave your car running and nobody will touch it. You
Yeah,
can leave your
because it's
door open
well in
because
Dubai,
they know better. They
you can
know
get a
better. They
fine
know
for
what's going to
spitting on the
happen.
ground.
Huh?
You can get a fine for spitting on the ground. You can get a fine for catcalling a woman
But
over in Dubai.
people don't do it because they know the punishment. So
Exactly.
what I'm saying is over here they tend to beat around the bush. They want to give everybody the second chance and this and that. But if you're going to have a strict society to where people are supposed to follow the rules, you can't keep bending them. Like we bend the rules all the time.
Yeah. And I would be more willing to go to war when I got prisoners on the front line.
Yeah, that's true.
It would just be
Hey,
a whole nother play.
I don't know. I guess we could send them in to do the dummy missions, but them folks
Correct.
ain't gonna like that you getting all that people killed. I'm telling you that right
I
now.
don't give
Cause
a
they be
fuck. Then you keep them out of prison. You keep them
I
out of prison.
I don't know. I think that should be the last defense behind the National Guard.
Nope. I think that the prisoners should be on all dummy missions. We got to use them as a before you can get people before you get people to sign up for fucking to test monkeys. I think we should be testing on the prisoners.
Shit.
Absolutely.
That,
These
hey man,
motherfuckers,
that
these
should have started.
motherfuckers that
That
ain't
should have
that ain't
started
never coming
eliminating crime
home.
for sure.
Yo appeals is out. Man, why we electrocuting these niggas, man? Put them niggas in a
I got a
chamber.
question. Why does it take so long to somebody that's on death row? Why does that take so long?
Because they get a whole bunch of appeals in order to try to prevent themselves from getting off of death row and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like after
it's
twice, like you're
Mm.
done. Like I don't understand.
It do take
So
a seem like it take a long time.
I
It be
don't think that
somebody
just
they went
sitting
in
in
when
a
they was 20 and they now 50
and
talking
they
about getting
get good
executed.
time off and all of that. Fuck that. This is dumb. I think that you should have to earn your way back into society, bro.
Yeah.
I just think you should have to earn that shit. And I don't think that it should be, it should be a certain time frame. I think that the time frame that you serve within the military or what it is that you do is based off of um the severity of the crime, and
Mm.
that should be a part of it. And then you can get additional time off when you do
Yeah.
great things inside of the military
I,
or stuff like that. I just think that people would be more incentivized to do some great things and get up
I
out of
know.
there if they had a reason to live. But you're not giving them a reason to live, and that's why they start to make life what
Yeah.
happens in the prison. That's why they develop gangs and they, prisoners run a. You remove all of that shit, you start making people really rock out differently. I just think that you solve for so many problems. I think we need real innovative thinking within our legislative branches instead of just a status quo and throwing money at the problem. Throwing money at the problem itself does not work.
So
But
what I
the
what
only
I
problem with what you're saying is that it loses money for those invested in those prisons.
That's cool. Well, they're
Yeah,
gonna have
it's
to
gonna
find a
lose.
different investment.
It's gonna cost them too much money. They'll never
see,
go for that shit.
The
I'm gonna tell you
taxpayers
what
are the
you
ones
need.
that's taking the L right now.
You need the exact opposite approach of what they doing now. How they got them living like barbaric, like with the sales and shit. No, get them nice houses, get them good food, get them good jobs in there because now you putting them on. So
No.
once they get out of jail, you're not gonna want to return back to the slums.
What is this?
You gonna want to do better. You like, well, I need to get my living standards up to par. Cause listen, I was just telling y'all this. The only way you could change your view is if you change your view. So if you send them to
Mm.
the dog cage and they get out, guess what they gonna be acting like? Dog.
Mm.
I get what you're saying, but it's like some man, that's tough because you got people who they don't get to live like that, and they ain't go to no prison.
And that's what I'm saying. Like once you live like that, you don't want to return back to the slum.
Have
It
y'all
took
ever
me
heard of have y'all ever heard of turn down service?
turn down,
Yeah.
sir.
Turn down
No, what's
service is
that?
at the is they come in, pull your sheets down, they flip your covers back, and yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
That's that all inclusive, love. That's that all
Mhm.
inclusive.
I ain't never had that
Mhm.
shit before. This is the first time.
Oh
Yeah, it's all
dang.
inclusive.
2K
Yeah, you
forgot jail is a punishment. No, jail don't supposed to be a punishment. Jail supposed to be you repaying your debt to society. You
But they not
supposed to
paying
go.
no debt though, 2K, because they
That's
just
what I'm
sitting there.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Mm.
cuz if you had real programs in there, not that bullshit they do just to get out early, cuz it could be a real like whooping your child ass don't work for every punishment. But they only got one
That's
form
true.
of punishment in jail.
Mm.
But I think if you tell somebody the rules and then they don't follow the rules and then you follow up with the punishment regardless of what the circumstance was, I don't think people would do it or they would try their hardest not to do it.
Mm.
That's why certain places don't have no crime. There's no crime, and I do mean no crime in Dubai,
Yeah, that is
because
true. I
you know
agree.
Never
what's
be no
gonna
crime
happen.
there.
You steal
Well, you
somebody's
never be
purse,
no crime
steal
there.
something out somebody's. You know what's gonna happen.
But
We don't
it
do
is a
that here.
so that stop you from doing a lot of stupid shit. I learned that in Hawaii. Because you own an island, that shit, like you a lot of shit you just can't get away with when you in an isolated environment. So
Mm.
you don't do it. I was just talking about Memphis, like how crazy they thieves is. Like a couple years ago, you probably covered this on the Millionaire Morning Show. They was giving kills away. Buy one, get one free. They steal kills and they also steal $100,000 Hellcats. Like these niggas will steal anything.
Mm.
Like seriously. Like, bro, how do you go from stealing a kill to a Hellcat or what?
Yeah.